Hello, my Vibe Tribe. Welcome to the Daily Vibe. Happy Wednesday. It is Wednesday already. Holy moly, when did that happen? Oh, I know. It's hump day. I'm not sure if baby sibling's going to be on. My nephews are going back to school today. First and fifth or second and fifth? Oh, I'm so terrible with that. I know ages. I don't know what ages go with school anymore. But yeah, so I'm just going to go through these really quick for the quick beginning of the Daily Vibe reading. Let's pull one more maybe. I'm not sure how many more are going to come out. God, yesterday was a doozy, like 4 kill. There it is. Whoa, okay. Let's see what we got here. So if anybody needs an answer, this is kind of like the quick, this is your answer kind of thing. So congratulations, you have succeeded. Pat yourself on the back. That one I know is definitely for me because I did a lot of subconscious work yesterday. So, but yeah, if you're wondering and you need that validation to know whether or not you have succeeded at whatever it is you were trying to succeed at, congratulations, you have made it. Go forth and do something great with that. I don't know who needs this card, but whoever it is, oh my god, the hippie van is back. Netflix and chill or whatever you do to relax, do it because this card says so. Come on, whoever it is out there, do it because the rest of us are, we love the hippie van. We love the flower child van, but, can we get a different card, please? How many people have let their fears control their life? Find your courage. Go find your courage. Funny. That's what I was working on subconsciously yesterday, were my fears. How many people have let their fears control their life? Find your courage. I went deep within yesterday. In fact, the card that flew out of the deck that I lost and did not find until this morning, turns out it fell in between 2 books. So, 2 notebooks. But it was about, if you feel lost, maybe you have to go deep within. Is there a lesson in this? I went very deep within yesterday, and it was an incredible journey. But I also found out that every time I try to manifest something, or, you try to put something good out there into the world, there was the only thing I could really imagine was having a little pull tab on it, that says, pull here to insert sabotage. And so I realized deep inside in my subconscious, I am a self-sabotager. Naughty, right? I'm not sure who sent that heart, but thank you. Oh, good morning, Jessica. So yeah, how many people have let their fears control their life? Find your courage. Number 3, here's winter time again. Whatever it is that you're hoping for or waiting for, it's going to happen probably around winter time. I don't know who this card is for. If you're sitting there going, what is this winter time about? Then this card is probably not for you. If the cards don't resonate, they're probably not your answer. If they do resonate, they are your answer. So this was the card. Oh my god. Okay, sorry. Yesterday my face was itchy. Now my nose is running. Is there a lesson you need to learn? Go deep inside to find the answers. Deep inside. I use the picture of Hogwarts because anybody familiar with the books or the movies knows that there are like chamber after chamber after chamber, including a chamber of secrets. See what I did there? But anyways, is there a lesson you need to learn? Go deep inside for the answers. I went super deep yesterday. Like floaty deep. But yeah, so there you go. There are your answers. Okay. So I have a bit of yesterday I said I was going to find something more fun. And because yesterday was pretty deep, right? But I decided to stick with today's Self-Care Wednesday for one reason and one reason only. I picked it last week, and it feels very, very important to me that, it does get shared because it's another one of the uncomfortable truths that we've kind of been going through. And this one is closure is your choice. Yeah, I know. Closure is your choice. Nobody You I figure, hey, why not ride the tide of that, you know, diatribe soapbox speech I gave yesterday. But I do hope I didn't offend anybody. I'm not here to call anybody out on what you do, what you've done, what you may have said in the past or not said in the past. I ain't no saint. Nope. But I admit that, and I don't have problems admitting that. I make my mistakes. I have had my fair share of not so shiny moments. Including yesterday, and this goes to show how sometimes our anger, and even when driving, can be misinterpreted by people. I was going to get get Bella her pedal cure. Bella's my car, and I know I named my car and I talked to her, but she got her pedal cure, which is basically her tire rotation, and I got the flat patch, so yay, that was nice. Didn't even need a new tire because that screw that said "screw you" hit in the middle of the tire. So maybe it was just a test to see how I'd handle that whole situation. I handled it well. Anyways, but it was a very hard turn. It's like it is such a busy corner that this place sits on that when you're trying to turn before the light, you either have cars turning from the side, you have them turning from this way, you have them coming straight, and I just kind of went like this, with my face, my resting bitch face, and this guy's all like back like that to me, and I'm like, that wasn't even for him. It was just like, oh my God, can the cars stop coming for a moment so I can turn? And it really made me stop and think in that moment. It's like, you know what, Shelly, you just need to reel yourself in, because you don't know who's watching. You think no one sees you, but they do. And so I kind of had to swallow pride on that one. But yeah, I truly hope I did not offend anyone yesterday. Body positivity is very important to me. It has been, thick or thin. It has been. I've been both. It's been hard. But I realize now, and Jessica on her 3 Black Cats Curios site, you can find them on Instagram, 3_black_cats_curios_, or Jessica, you can put it in the comments if you want. Her card today was about self-love, which is kind of what we talked about yesterday too, but the card she pulled, I think it was for today. Maybe it was yesterday's. I don't know. I didn't even look at the date. But whatever day it was, I saw it today. And it was about self-love. And, how many times have I talked about this, right? Where the greatest and truest love you will ever experience in your life is the one that comes from you. Because when you love yourself, even, maybe you don't love yourself completely and you see how loved you are. You start opening your eyes to everything around you. Imagine what it's like when you love yourself completely and you see all these wonderful things in front of you. The sky really does look different when you're happy. And you know why it looks different? Because you're not looking at the ground. You're looking up. Okay, she said it was today's cards. But you're not looking at the ground. You're looking up and you're seeing how beautiful everything is. And that is so important. Self-love, I cannot express it enough. It's so important. And I guess that's why it's hard sometimes when you hear people on a public platform calling other people out because, maybe their weight makes them uncomfortable. But instead of, showing kindness, they go into shock jock mode, right? And that's what the guy did when they were talking about Lizzo and calling her, obese and a fat ass. And it's like, rude. Okay, first of all, in my mind, she took her flute and whapped you upside the head with it. Okay, that's all I can say about that. She is comfortable in who she is, and she's showing other people that it's okay to be comfortable how they are. It doesn't matter if you want to exercise or get into shape or feel healthier. She is showing you that no matter who you are, what size you are, what body type you are, that it's okay to be you. Lots of people are. I don't have a platform like hers, but that's my goal, is just to make people feel comfortable in their own bodies, thick or thin. I don't give a shit if you're a size 0 or size 24. I just want you to feel comfortable in your skin. I want you to look in the mirror and love yourself. I highly encourage people to go and find Jessica's site on Instagram. Okay, she posts great cards every day. It was funny. Last week we were kind of lining up, and I hadn't even seen her cards because I don't go on Instagram usually until after I do the daily vibe. But sometimes I'm on Facebook just so you know, because like I said, I check in with people there, my family and friends, and it was incredible how close. But yeah, Jessica, if you want to put that in the comments, because I'm not sure if I'm getting it right, but the card was simply amazing today. It really kind of sets the tone for today. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to sneeze. I'm so sorry. Oh, one more and it would have been a show off. Anyways, sorry about that. Holy cow. Yesterday it felt like someone was running a feather over my face. Today I'm sneezing. But one more and it could have been a show off. Damn. But yeah, I'm usually a 3 or 4 sneezer. But anyways, yeah, so I just wanted to say that about yesterday's vibe. So if I offended anybody, I apologize. I hope I did not, because I feel like the underdog, and that's who I fight for. All the underdogs, all the people who feel like they're not seen, all the people who feel like, nobody sees them, which is basically not seen. All the people who feel invisible, Remember Underdog cartoon? That was great. But he was so cute. Oh God, all the cartoons from when I was a kid. I think a lot of them actually came out before I was even born, but they would replay them on the Saturday morning because cartoons are timeless. Except now, they're not the same. I mean, back then there was like Chilly Willy. Oh my God, he was so cute. I loved Chilly Willy. Two Shaped Turtle, Speed Racer, all that. Good. Thank you, Jessica. Jessica, just put her link in the comments. If you are on Instagram, I highly advise you go there and check it out. Follow her. Okay? She's spot on, like every day with her readings, and just give her site some love. So anyways, Self-Care Wednesday. Let's get into it. Number 6 of Uncomfortable Truths. Closure is your choice. Closure is your choice. Closure isn't an apology or justice or answers. That's insecurity. If the situation made you feel awful, seeking closure by reopening it is insanity. Closure isn't something they can give you. Closure is moving on. It is your choice. And then I added, when we have the answers, but it is still not enough, but you thought it would give you closure. Okay? That's kind of like, Sibling said it counted as a show off because my sneezes were close enough together. Why, thank you. But I'm going to read this one more time. Now, again, this may not resonate with everybody. This may not be your idea of closure. But I'll get to why I'm sharing this today and why I'm doing it on Self-Care Wednesday. Okay? Closure is your choice. Let me start again. Closure isn't your choice. God. Take a gazillion. Should I pull back the clapboard and just... Anyways, closure is your choice. It's not an apology or justice or answers. If the situation made you feel awful, seeking closure by reopening it is insanity. Closure isn't something they can give you. Closure is moving on. It's your choice. Now, again, I say this truly, deeply, completely. It is your choice. A lot of us may think that closure is not our choice, that we need these things, where it says closure isn't an apology or justice or answers. I know a lot of times we think that an apology from someone or justice done for someone or having the answers like, why did they die? How did they die? Or even just... why did they leave? Why did this happen? Why did my friend suddenly walk away from me? Those are like worst case scenarios, I know. But a lot of times we see closure as involved with grief only. Well, grief entails, oh my God, what is wrong with me today? Grief entails a lot of things other than death. It could be a job. It could be the end of a relationship. It could be, a family member just deciding, I'm done with you people. It's anything, I had to have closure when I finished my very first big, long ass book, because I had spent so much time on that and so much time reading it and rereading it that it mildly became an obsession for me, but I felt like I knew my characters, like they were real people in my life. And I think it was because a part of it was there was a little bit of me in both of my main characters and a little bit of me in some of my background characters. But I needed closure, and it was just like, oh my God, what is wrong with you? It's a book. Let them go. Let them go. Let them live their life in their fantasy world. But having an apology doesn't always make it better. Having justice still doesn't take away the pain. Having the answers doesn't always make you feel better, does it? So if those are the things that you've gotten and you're still feeling that gap inside, you're still feeling that hole inside, that is when closure becomes your choice. It's like that day we decide that, I can't grieve anymore. Some people never reach that stage. Some people grieve for the rest of their lives. And that's their thing. That's their thing. Maybe it's something they truly needed to hang on to. Maybe it's all they knew how to hang on to. Maybe they feel guilty if they move forward, from whatever it is that is causing them this sadness or this pain. Don't feel guilty. If someone is passed and you are feeling guilty about moving on, don't. Okay? I know it's hard, and I know you want to travel that road with whoever it is that you were with, but you have to let them go. Don't you think they would want you to live your life and to be happy? If you're moving forward and you feel guilty because, there's so many different, scenarios that could go in on this, don't. Life is hard enough without you putting any more pressure on yourself, and to be honest, maybe that's why life is so hard. Maybe we just put too much pressure on ourselves, right? Closure is moving on. It is your choice. I would add moving forward to that as well, because as you know, I believe moving on is saying, I'm done with that. I'm done with that situation. To me, moving forward really is more about grief. When somebody you care about passes away, when somebody you care about, is suddenly gone from your life, you want to move forward with the good memories. Sometimes you're going to remember the bad memories, but they even those might make you giggle. Even those might be like, wow, what were we thinking? But, I like to think of that as moving forward. Now, if it's something bad that's happened to you, if it's something very traumatic that's happened to you, you need to move on. I'm not saying right now. I'm not saying, hey, you move on. Okay. What I'm saying is that when you're ready to heal, that's time to move on. If you are literally thinking, how do I move forward? Then it's time for you to put down that line and step over it. And that's kind of what I was working on last night. I was realizing that a lot of what holds me back is my fear. But fear of what? Fear of failing? Well, everybody's afraid of failing, right? But do we really fail? Or do we just get back up and decide, well, okay, maybe that wasn't the right route for me? I don't know. Everybody's different. But closure isn't something they can give you. Closure is not anything anyone can give you. Somebody can apologize to you until they're blue in the face. Some of them may actually be, what's the word I'm looking for? Genuine. But it doesn't remove the pain that something may have caused. Maybe you're able to forgive it and move forward or move on from it. But you have to decide when closure happens. Okay? Sibling and I are currently watching this show on TV. And the father of some kids had passed away mysteriously. Okay, well, they think it's mysteriously. It was ruled a suicide. To be honest, it is a little sketchy. I'm not gonna lie. But But all I kept hearing was, we need closure, we need closure, we need closure, we need closure. And if they get the answers that they want from the private investigator, is it going to give them closure? What if they find out that it really was, that? Or maybe, what if it was that the person maybe just had a heart attack, but it was ruled a suicide? Are you okay with those answers? Are you okay with what somebody brings back to you, even if it's not what you want to hear? Because if it's not what you want to hear, then you may not get the closure that you think this is going to bring, which is why, again, closure is your choice. I have chosen to move forward from the grieving I've done for the last several years. I'm still going to get sad from time to time, but I realized that I don't want to live there anymore. I don't want to anchor anymore in the ocean of sadness, the sea of misery. By the way, I changed overthinking to an island. Oh, I'm a rock, I'm an island. I'm an island. Oh God, older siblings probably rolling their eyes. But no, truly, I think overthinking really is a land mass of its own. But I put it in the sea of misery, because that's basically where overthinking is going to lead you. So I don't want to be in the sea of misery anymore. I want to sail into that ocean of bliss. I want to sail through, and that's kind of what I was doing last night with my subconscious work. I was that little space I told you, where the sea of misery and the ocean of bliss meets. It's, wavy, waves crashing, being all crazy. That happens sometimes. You can see a very distinct difference a lot of times between two water masses that are joining. And it's funny how the line happens too. I mean, I was watching a video yesterday where two rivers met, and one side is this beautiful green, and I kid you not, straight down the line is this like sandbar dirty water. But it was just like somebody put a piece of glass right between the two. But that's where they met. But in this case, let's see. Okay, hold on one moment. I'm going to read this from Jessica. And I haven't read it first. So, Jessica, I hope you don't mind, but I figure you're putting it in the comments, so why not? One of my spirit guides is the wife of my mentor. When she came to me, she told me that he taught me when they were in physical form, and now she has come to teach me now. Part of the lesson she brings is closure. I had to learn to let go of their deaths and move forward. Oh, Jessica, I'm so sorry. Condolences on that. But, yeah, closure, and it's nice, when you do acknowledge your spirit guides or your guardian angels, whatever you prefer to call them, or your gods, goddesses, spirits, God, universe, whoever you choose to receive your messages from. Closure is a big deal. And I know a lot of people have trouble with that. A lot of people feel guilty for feeling this happiness they're not ever sure they'd ever feel. And that doesn't mean anything. It means you're finding your strength. I mean, it means something. It doesn't mean you're bad. What it means is that you're finding your strength. You're finding a strength you didn't know you had because you've had no choice but to find it. And that's scary. That is really, really scary. So, a lot of times it is hard to find that closure. But remember, it doesn't exist in an apology. It does not exist in getting justice for someone. And it does not exist in getting the answers. And I think those really sit with if the situation made you feel awful, seeking closure, it says by reopening it is insanity. Now, I don't necessarily 100% agree with that, but what I do agree with is that it can possibly be insane. You are opening a can of worms that you need to be prepared for. Okay, closure may be with like I told you, what I went through in my own therapy several years ago, like my intense therapy. And it was actually, I haven't been back to therapy since cannot talk today, my goodness. But I still remember it as being the most painful thing. But see, I I knew I needed closure. I didn't know how to have closure. And that's why I went there. And I did reopen it. And I did manage to heal it all. But I don't reopen it now. You know, I'm still healing it, and you can tell by some of the times when I talk about things, because there's always those little, you know, bits of, I don't know, fibers that, you know, it's almost like lint brushing yourself if you have a cat or a dog, and you're just sweeping away the rest of the crap, right? You're sweeping away the rest of the stuff that's stuck to you. And so, but I don't go back to relive the sadness. It's like sibling always tells me, you know, she says, the only time you should look back is to see how far you've come. And to add to that, you know, keep going, keep moving, or don't look back. You're not going that way. You know, if you keep looking back, trying to find the answers for what's going to help you moving forward, stop it. It's behind you. You have gotten past that. You have moved forward. So keep moving forward, okay? Closure is not a choice. Or closure is a choice. Oh my God, what is wrong with me today? Closure is a choice, okay? It's like, for exchange for cool hair today, I seem to have given up all brain power and thought processes. But truly, just remember, closure is your choice. It is your choice. When you are ready, you will move forward and you will move on and you will be ready to do it. But, you know, don't try to, if you're trying to push yourself out and you're trying to push yourself forward without dealing with things, that's not closure. That's just trying to move forward and just push everything away. If you were able to do that, more power to you. If you were unable to do that, you need to work through it. And it's a bitch, I know, and it can be hard, I know. But you have that strength. Okay? You 100% have that strength. Okay, so let's get to the affirmators. Woo. I pulled these this morning and I have not looked at them yet, but perseverance. However, that's a bonus card. You know what happens with the bonus cards. Let's see what the next card is. All right. Okay, so perseverance. It seems you're on a massive journey right now, and this card has arrived to remind you that you will reach the other side. Closure. The mountain you're climbing is huge and formidable, but so is your ability to climb it. You don't need to enjoy it, you just need to tackle it. Complain if it makes the job easier, blow off steam. You think mountain climbers get to the top of Everest on inspirational quotes? No way. They're grunting and crying and cursing like freaking pirates. That just doesn't sell a lot of posters. If you're in the right market, that could sell a lot of posters. Just fucking do it. Right? But perseverance. That's what this is right here. Ho'omau. Ho'omau is perseverance, keep moving forward, so on and so forth. Good morning, baby bear. Thank you. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. But yes, perseverance. That's our bonus card. So let's see what the other one is. Oh, little penguins. Was I not talking about Chilly Willy this morning? Connection. I'm connected to the multitudes, and I can access their support at any time. Even a stranger offers a sense of comfort when they smile at me or make a dumb comment about the weather. Everyone is waiting to connect. All I need to do is open myself up and pay attention. So keep moving forward. You're going to find, I'm not sure how to even connect those two cards, but you know, maybe the main card was meant to be this, perseverance. Perseverance. But I think that one is the one we need. Ups and downs. I see life as an incredible ride, and I'm lucky to be on it. Yes, the ups and downs make me want to puke sometimes, but they're also what make things fun and interesting. And when you look back, even puking on yourself makes for a good story. Not gonna lie, it does. I won't share mine. And no, I was not drinking. I had too much sun. Believe it or not, that is a thing for me. Too much sun for me is not good. I get sunstroke. Not that you need to know that, but you know. Maybe that's why I like the cloudy places, because, you know, when the sun is too close and I get too hot, but I get sick. I'm literally mildly allergic to the sun, but it is a pretty thing, and I do love it. We just have a love-hate relationship in the summer. But again, perseverance, that's it. Perseverance in your ups and downs. Just persevere through your ups and downs, okay? Don't seek closure for something. You need to give yourself closure. All right. You need to give yourself closure. If you're ready to move on from something, if something has hurt you and something has, made you feel like it's just the end of the world, you need to find that closure and you need to move forward, just like today's reading said. And I will read it one more time. Closure is your choice. It's not an apology or justice or answers. That's insecurity. If the situation made you feel awful, seeking closure by reopening it is insanity. Closure isn't something they can give you. Closure is moving on. It is your choice. Okay, so let's go to the Isis cards. It's a pretty card. The Isis Oracle deck. Pyramid of Light, Psychic Protection. As a being of light, darker energies may at times seek to interfere with your spiritual progress. There's nothing to fear and only more awareness of the power and protection of divine love to experience. The Pyramid of Light confirms that energies have been causing interference with your path, and it is now time for that interference to cease completely through loving divine power. So, it's like that thing I talked about at the beginning, right? You put something out there and you see that little pull tab. Ooh, what's this? And you pull it and poof. Self-sabotage. It's your self-sabotage pull tab. Nobody's obviously going to jump out of a plane without a parachute, right? But I'm going to talk about the figurative plane, or that jumping off point. And if you're ready for the jumping off point, being ready means that when you jump, you are going to have complete faith that you are going to land wherever you're going to land safely, carefully, and safely, carefully, and healthily. Okay, no smooshing into the ground, no going splat. We go splat when we pull the self-sabotage cord, and it's not a safety shoot, okay? Self-sabotage is self-sabotage. We may think of it as a safety shoot, like, oh, I'm just not ready for this. But if you don't push yourself, how are you ever going to be ready for anything? How are you ever going to accept the good things in your life if you keep pulling that tab? You keep shooting yourself in the foot and tripping yourself up, falling off of curbs. I mean, you keep doing that. What's the point? You're running in circles. That's where the self-love comes in from. That's where, the website I told you to go check out on Jessica's page comes in. It's about believing in yourself. It's about caring about yourself. It's about protecting yourself. If, that's something you believe in doing, protecting yourself with that light. And, this may be an Isis goddess card, but that can come from any of your whoever your higher power is, whoever you trust. Okay? I have a very special spirit guide who has been with me since, since I was before even my formative years. So basically all my life. And I will say this, because I know a lot of people, I'm kind of stepping into a different lane for a lot of people's comforts, but my spirit guide is very well known. And no, it's not Cleopatra. Okay, this may be Egyptian cards, but it's not Cleopatra. But when I first found out who it was, I questioned it. And so then, I found out from somebody else who just randomly says, do you know so-and-so? And it's like, oh, okay. It's like, you called my bluff. There you are. And I told Sibling, I said, I don't understand why, and she said, why not? It's like, they may have been well known in their time, but in this time, I felt lucky, or not lucky, I felt very fortunate and grateful that to have a spirit guide like that, and to have somebody like that watching my back, and after a while I just accepted it to the point where it's almost like, first name basis. But it's just like Jessica was saying about, You know, her spirit guide is the wife, one of her spirit guides is the wife of her mentor. I mean, I have several spirit guides as well. And, but that's numero uno. That's the one that leads the charge. So stepping back into the regular lane, whoever your higher power is, or your guardians, or, you know, whatever it is that whoever you believe in that guides you and leads you, just listen to them. They've been through this. They've been through life before, probably several times, just like a lot of us have. But, you know, I know that our belief systems all wind up in different areas, but, you know, don't be afraid to believe outside of the box. You know, I know sometimes it's hard. I mean, it's like I said, I believe in God. A lot of people aren't sure why, but I do. And I don't see it as being a safety net, but I believe in a lot of other things too. And to reiterate for those who might be new, it's not a just in case thing. It's a, you know, everybody has a purpose. Every being has a purpose. So, but anyways, get to the rebel deck. Don't talk to anyone. Don't look at anyone. You need some fucking time alone, and you know why. That was me last night. So, don't talk to anyone. Don't look at anyone. You need some fucking time alone, and you know why. So whoever needs this, you need to go within. Find your lesson. Find whatever it is you need to learn and you need to know. Because there it is. The Rebel deck has told you. It has spoken. So anyways, I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. Thank you for hanging in there while I tripped all over my vibe and my tongue. And wow. But I do. I hope everybody has a great, 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 great day. It's hump day, you know, it's the middle of the week. So go out there and, you know, just live it up. Enjoy it. If you're at work, you know, maybe get a little kick in your step, a little pep in your step, right? I don't know, just maybe do something nice for somebody if you need to swirl up the energy, or go for a walk. I know it's a little warm outside, but there's a lot of places where people work where there's places that you can walk to and just sit in the shade and enjoy a few minutes to yourself. Okay, so get out there, have some alone time. And don't go too far in if you're worried about not being able to come back out, but go in enough where you can see what it is that you need help with, that you can see what it is that needs healing. Okay? And then start working on that. Journal if you have to. So, again, I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful day. I will see everybody tomorrow for Things to Think on Thursday. Let's see what I come up with tomorrow. That ought to be fascinating. Have a great day.